Today's word vitamin is resilience. I really like this word. A resilient person is somebody you can rely on, because it doesn't matter how hard it gets or how tough it gets, they'll show up, they'll get up, and they'll keep trying. Emotional fitness is all about building emotional muscle, and there are many ways to the waterfall. Same as physical fitness. You want to get physically fit, you can go about it many different ways. You can play tennis, you can go walking, you can go running, rowing. I mean, there's many, many ways. You can do yoga, Pilates, many ways to build physical fitness. And with emotional fitness, one of my favourite ways of making sure I'm on my game and I'm somebody who means what I say and says what I mean is through just reviewing daily language, which is what we do here each morning. And a resilient person is somebody who is reliable, not just in actions and in thought, but also in words. They will stand up and speak up. And I notice, I've noticed recently some very dear friends of us have had a daughter who took her own life, and I'm heading to that funeral today. And to watch their resilience through, I think, one of the most heartbreaking things that can happen to a human being, to have your child die before you. And just to watch my friends just keep putting one foot in front of the other each day, processing the immense grief that knocks them over like tsunami waves, and they just keep getting back up. And human beings, we do have to be resilient, because life throws curveballs at us all the time. And for myself, when I got clean and sober, I had to face some things I'd been too cowardly to look at, and I thought if I really faced them, they'd be bigger than me and I'd just go insane, or they'd knock me over. However, with emotional training and learning to face my fears, I've been able to muscle up and look my deepest, darkest fears in the eyes. And this is what I've been watching my friends do just recently. If you get a chance to read today's word vitamin, there's a couple of little tips in there on how to build emotional resilience. And one of them is, when the really hard stuff happens, the really tragic stuff, like what my friends are facing today, you can send yourself crazy by asking why. Why? Sometimes we get our whys answered and sometimes we don't. However, what I've learned to do and what I was advised to do in early recovery was replace your whys with a how. So instead of asking why it's happened, concentrate on how you're going to get through it. Focus on the day and what's in front of you to be done. And the acronym of the word how, and you've probably heard me mention this before, but repetition is how we learn. And as adults, we're not slow learners, we're quick forgetters. So in order to be more resilient, when a hard thing happens or when an upsetting situation arises, somebody dies, somebody leaves, somebody changes their mind, somebody betrays us, instead of the why, if you ask the how and then break the word down, H-O-W, H standing for honestly, O standing for open-mindedly, and W standing for willingly. How are you going to get through this? Honestly, open-mindedly, and willingly. You may never get your why, but we do get the opportunity to focus on our hows. And if we carry ourselves through the worst things with honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness, we build emotional muscle and we become more resilient, because we've got a way to get through it. We know how we're going to get through that hard time. Anyway, if you get a chance to read the word vitamin, there's a few other tips in there for you. I hope that's useful. And I have a heavy heart this morning, but love always wins. It always wins through. And there'll be a lot of love for my friends and their family around them today. Lots of love. I wish you lots of love. Mwah. See you tomorrow. I'll be back then. Bye.